Hey, it's Heather Kate. Guess what? Today is day 59. Tomorrow is March 1st, and it's the first of the month, and it will be 60 days. Where is this journey going? It's like, wow, when you enter 100 days, you don't realize how fast it goes. I feel like we had a fantastic winter. So anyways, this is your decluttering and finding treasure segment. So what I want to say is that I'm going to show you what I did today, because I kind of showcased it in my other two videos, my journey, my path video. I take 3 of these here terracotta pots, which were outside, and a lot of them broke. This, by the way, is just a corn, for corn on the cob. So, but I wanted to showcase, because I should have showed it before I planted it, but I recycled an old tomato. So reduce, reuse, and recycle. I saw a video on what do you call it? I don't know. You just see videos on Facebook and whatnot where they cover tomatoes and they don't what do you call it? They don't buy seeds. They just cut off an old tomato, and I had one left over, and I just want to see would it grow. The other thing, this reminds me of a story. I was visiting my friend's garden, and she had tomato plants growing everywhere, just at random. And I said, excuse me, as she showed me her garden, I said, why do you have tomato plants growing everywhere? She made the compost herself, and all of the end pieces she cut off and leftover tomatoes that they didn't eat, she threw them in the compost. And as they broke down, and she used the compost throughout her garden, and her whole yard is gardens. She got berry gardens, apple trees. I think she got 8 different kinds of apple trees, beets, strawberries. She had 3 composting sites. It was inspiring. And I was curious about the tomato plants growing everywhere. So what she did is she said they just grew up from the compost. So I'm thinking, instead of throwing that tomato out, I got 3 of them. So I'm really hoping that something happens in there and I can show you. Now, the other thing I do as far as reduce, reuse, and recycle, I bought this little glass jar. And this is the second time this week I've reused it. I took the orchids, I think, I don't know what they're called. But the lilies I had from the flower kept falling off, so I put them here in the vase, and they thrived in the water. But then the time came and I couldn't reuse them anymore, so I took them out. And what we have here is that this here. Let's see if you can see it. I have 2 celery plants. The first one is just a little one. And sorry about that glare. See that little one there? It's just starting to pop up. And it's really hard to see. Maybe you can see this one a little better. This here one is a little bit further ahead, where it has roots on it. See that? So, and the reason why I put it in the glass jar is because it wasn't doing so well in the other container I had, and it would dry up, and I couldn't really see that the water level was low. So in this particular one, now it doesn't want to sit there anymore. This particular one, I can see how the water level is. So once I get enough fruits, I transplant them into this dollar store one, and I'll have to get a bigger planter. So this here is celery, and it's doing quite well. If you can see it, it's nice, it's stocky. Which originally I had a couple where they grew too fast, they were too long, they just didn't work, and they were thin. So I'm hoping that I grow them indoors, and once the frost and everything is passed, and my pots get bigger and bigger, that I can transplant this outside, and hopefully we will see. You probably won't see it on this 100-day journey, but I will probably make some videos and give you updates on them if they survive and how they do. Right now, it's a pretty little plant. If anything, I'm just enjoying the plant of my free garden. So far, it's nothing I can eat, but I like it. And then I also have these little snails, which I show, right? Sometimes I put little fairies in them. Uh-oh, here it goes. They're just little tiny, cute little things I put in my plant. And that's when the plants are really bare that I add a little bling to it. Because here's one here. Oop. Well. Like, see this? I put little red birds and stuff in my plants. So, anyways, that's how I reuse stuff. I mean, I truly love having fun with everything I do. This ivy, I just love it. And I had a friend here last night who wants a little snippet of it. And I'm going to give her some. She has like 30 plants over there, or 100. I don't know. She's just way better at it than I am. A friend gave me this. So, and I got the flower pot from outside. I had a bag of dirt. I got this for free. The bird was left over from a planter I had at Christmas time. So I just love taking all these little things and I actually do stuff with them. That entices my journey. It makes life interesting. And so, like I said, I'm really big on growing my own vegetables. I have my own strawberry garden in my yard. I'm growing garlic this year. I'm growing corn on my window ledge, but it doesn't look like it's surviving and it looks really thin. But I was just happy to see if the seed would grow. So that's the nice thing about growing stuff. I think 2 years ago, I planted the strawberries, and I think this year I have to spread them out. And I tried to grow rhubarb, which didn't do so well, but people said, well, you need 2 years to grow rhubarb. So we'll see. But anyway, I really do use what I got to reduce, reuse, and recycle. I try to prevent myself from buying stuff I don't need. I like buying vintage stuff because it's just doesn't break and it lasts forever and it's a really reasonable price. So I bought myself a vintage mixer, which is going to help me in my journey. I'm going to make cloud bread, but I need a mixer and I just didn't have one. So I got one that made bread, and I am the bread maker of the family, and I'm going to an event tomorrow, which I'm not eating it, but I'm making 4-ingredient bread. I'll make a couple loaves, and they're going to be sugar-free, and I'm going to go visit a friend whose father isn't doing so well. Just a little nicety. How easy is that to go help somebody and give something you love? If you love it, when you're on a journey, you can give it away. You can make it and give it. You don't have to eat it. And there'll be someone else who is not struggling like you do, who would enjoy just a nice treat. So share the things you love. Enjoy the things you love. Visit people that you love. That's how I know it's a little bit off topic on my decluttering segment, but I'm just showing you how I enjoy life and utilize what I have. On that note, I hope you enjoyed this video, even if it wasn't the big decluttering that I'm doing, because I do have boxes. It's going to be like, instead of buying random boxes on the internet, I'm going to open the box and say, what's in this box? But it'll be my own stuff that I've had for 8 years in the closet. I'm not joking. I'm laughing because it's true. All right. See you tomorrow. Press like, subscribe, and notifications and all of that stuff like that.